Hey guys, so what is up? RedPandaMining here. How you guys all doing? I hope you're all doing really well and having a really great day. In this video, I want to talk about the RX 5700 and 5700 XTs for crypto mining, and it's just information that I want to portray, just some things that I've been hearing in the past, I don't know, half year or so for mining with 5700s, and I hope that this video will help some people, and I would love to get the input from you guys as well, your experience with mining with 5700s, because as we know, there are a few things that some people have been worried about, and I want to clear the air and just talk about what we know so far. So yeah, this video is also going along with the how to BIOS mod your 5700 XT, which I released yesterday, and a lot of you guys really appreciated this video, and in case you guys haven't watched that, I'll have it linked down below, and it's just a how to BIOS mod your 5700 XT or 5700 with the RedBIOS editor and so on and so forth. And a lot of you guys left a lot of amazing comments, and I'm glad it worked for a lot of people and helped some people. So awesome stuff, awesome stuff. Okay, first, I just want to start off with a disclaimer. Silicon lottery. Results may vary from GPU to GPU, so your clocks, undervolts, voltage may not work for you because of a GPU brand, memory, or manufacturing, what have you. Temperatures and your cooling methods will play the part. Test at your own risk and do your own research. So I hope you guys understand this part. I just created this a couple days ago. So yeah, hopefully you guys understand this one. Okay, let's go along. I have a bunch of different info here that may pertain for some of you guys, in case you guys are wondering. And what I have gathered, in the past maybe couple months and past couple of weeks, notably because crypto mining has now been coming back. People have been FOMOing in, buying 5700s and 5700 XTs, and we've just been getting tons of engagement and private messages and emails regarding about mining with 5700s, okay, for mining Ethereum or Ethereum Classic. So let me begin with number one. 5700s are now end of life, and buying 5700s are the norm. Some people already knew this, but I just wanted to say that. Number two, Asus Evo Duals made in Taiwan have better thermal pads versus the China-made Asus Evo Duals because of the temperature differences. So you guys may have saw my 5700, building my 5700 mining rig, and I bought 6 of those Asus Evo Duals, and yeah, the China-made ones are terrible, but the Taiwan-made ones are much better. Okay, point number 3, going along here, using GPU-Z to take out the BIOS is a bad idea. So the possible reason behind why using GPU-Z is bad is due to the possible occurrence on newer flash BIOS chips on newer revision 5700 or 5700 XT cards, which cannot fully be saved even with the newest GPU-Z 2.33. So we suggest to use AMD VB Flash, which I showed you guys in the video just yesterday on how to BIOS mod your 5700. Go watch that video if you haven't already. Always save your original BIOS because of the PID for when you need to flash back to stock, and RMA for some reason. So there was a story recently I heard from a person trying to RMA an Asus card, and they had a different version PID, and Asus did not honor the RMA because of it. So it's always imperative that you guys save your original BIOS in case you need to flash it back and stuff like that. Okay, point number 4 that we've learned so far is GDDR6 memory should run below 95 degrees Celsius for longevity. Now, this part here, obviously it's really hard to determine this because I don't think anyone's had 5700s for mining for more than a year. I would say the 5700s, as of making this video, I think have been out for 8 months, 7 months or so. Don't quote me on that, but we haven't seen, a year, 2 years, 3 years of mining on GDDR6 for the 5700s. So I'm not sure for memory temperature if 95C is the benchmark in terms of if it's okay to mine at that temperature. I guess we'll see come a couple months later, maybe a year or 2 later, and we'll see if people's 5700s die here and there. I'll definitely make an update video about that down the road. All right, going along, number 5. So the best GPUs so far that we have concluded to have good memory temperatures out of the box are Sapphire Nitros, Power Color Red Devils, totally fine. The XFX Thick 3s seem to have good memory temperatures. So actually, I've already tested out these two here, the Power Color Red Devil and the XFX Thick 3. Great memory temperatures out of the box, even after BIOS modding. Sapphire Nitros I haven't tried, but everyone has posted on Discord their screenshots of the Nitros, and they are probably the best 5700 XTs for mining and temperatures, of course. Reference cards seem to be the best while using a closed server chassis and using much less watts, which must be due to voltage and manufacturing process. Okay, so I have a 50th anniversary, which is a reference card 5700 XT from AMD.com. I've just bought it from their store, and I have to say that GPU takes much less watts, but I'm able to attain, still 56 to 58, even 60 megahash at low power consumption. Now, I've confirmed this with other people as well. They have referenced, 5700s, and they notice at the wall, they're taking much less power consumption versus, the AIB partnered ones, Sapphire, Power Color, Red Devil, XFX, Thick 3. These ones take generally more power at the wall. Now, I'm not really sure why, but it could be because of a voltage or manufacturing thing. I'm not quite sure, but that's what we have noticed in the past couple months now that people have been mining. But let me know your guys' thoughts on that one. Okay, part number 6, what we've learned so far is Asus Evo Duals made in China, Asus Tufts, MSI Mechs, ASRock Challengers are among the worst for temperatures and memory temperatures especially. I've been seeing numerous screenshots, Discord screenshots of people with these cards, and honestly, they're the worst. I have experience with the Asus Evo Duals, the China made ones, and they're not really good. The Taiwan made ones are generally fine. Asus Tough, I haven't tried myself. The Mech, ASRock Challengers, I haven't tried myself, but I've seen screenshots and talked with a bunch of people. The sample case is that these ones are really bad. But let me know your guys' thoughts. If you have any other brands that you have seen that have really bad memory temperatures, let me know down below. Okay, going along. This video is probably going to be decently long, but if you guys want to know some other information here, we still have a bunch more. So going along here, number 7, some 5700 XTs show different power readings in the software, but in reality is that they have much higher power draw at the wall. So I did make a video, I guess part number 2 of building my 5700 rig, showing that my 5700s, in HiveOS, they show they're taking like, 600 or 550 watts in the software, but at the wall, the whole rig was taking like almost 1,000 watts at the wall. So this is kind of like a similar situation where we had with Polaris cards. They usually take 30 or 40 watts more at the wall. And we're having a similar situation with the 5700s or 5700 XTs. So let me know what you guys think about this one. Okay, info number 8. There was an occurrence of appearing code 43 after modding the BIOS of a Gigabyte Gaming OC 5700 or 5700 XT. Even BIOS was saved properly. Suspected reason behind it is that the newer version of the cards from this manufacturer have some kind of security check that was introduced recently. Problem was solved later on by flashing the older BIOSes from the same model of the card, Rev 1 from September of 2019. I have the link here of the BIOS in case you guys want to look, and I'll have this whole document linked down below so you guys can read as well. But there were some people breaking their Gigabyte Gaming OC cards. Yeah, we've had a bunch of people on Discord mention that, and thank you to Crypto Peasant for figuring this out. So he downloaded the September BIOS here, the bottom one right here, and that seemed to fix the issue. People were able to re-BIOS their 5700, the Gigabyte one OC edition specifically, and save their card, and ultimately able to mine again. So I know some people were talking about this, and yeah, let me know if you guys had that issue. Okay, info number 9 is to go along with number 8, there could be another problem with the Asus Strix cards. Okay, so similar with the Gigabyte Gaming OC, you guys may have an issue with BIOS modding your Asus Strix, okay, because of a potential security check, so it may brick your 5700. Okay, number 10, same idea with the Power Color Red Devils. I haven't had this issue, but this could happen on the newer ones. So on the Power Color Red Devils, there are 2 BIOSes and there's a switch, obviously. So if you were BIOS modding the OC side of it, then you may brick your Power Color Red Devil. But if you flash the silent side, okay, you switch the BIOS to the silent BIOS, then you should have no problem BIOS modding and then getting higher mega hash on the silent side, okay? So let me know if some of you guys had that issue down below. Okay, info number 11. From our experiences with a more than couple dozen 5700 and 5700 XTs now, it looks like the 5700 XT runs much smoother and easier on lower voltages and higher clocks, which correlate it having better quality GPU core. That does not apply to memory overclocking, which is completely random. Okay, so this is not due to like the memory, like Silicon Lottery, but the GPU core, the GPU die itself. I've noticed this as well, and some of my mods and some people on Discord, we've noticed that the 5700 XTs are generally more stable when it comes to mining with them on Ethash and other algorithms as well. Let me know if you guys agree with that. Okay, going along, number 12, Micron GDDR6 at this point for the general consumer, doing the simple 1500 or 1550 memory straps up to 2000 is way easier to mod and much more stable on higher clocks such as 910 to 920 or 1820 or 1840 on Windows than Samsung memory. Okay, I have not had experience with Samsung memory, but a bunch of people on Discord, they mentioned that Samsung memory on the other way is less less stable on native 1550 megahash to 2000 copying and require more tinkering with. Okay, so for some of you that have Samsung memory 5700s or XTs, let us know down below if you guys have had trouble with those cards and BIOS modding and getting nice efficiency and hash rate with those cards. Even tinkering with it and doing custom memory timings, it's usually a hard cap around 920 to 930 megahertz on the memory clock. Okay, and just to mention, these clocks are for Hive OS or Linux, and these ones here are for Windows. Okay, so let me know your guys' thoughts on that. Going along, number 13, if you are getting into the mining scene and you really want to, base your small farm or crypto mining farm on 5700s or 5700 XTs, I should really stop saying 5700s, just 5700 XTs because end of life for the 5700s. You should really aim buying cards which possess the dual BIOS, aka a BIOS switch, and those are like Sapphire Nitros, Sapphire Pulses. I think most of the XFX cards have dual BIOS, except for the Reference 1 and the Thick 3 and the Asus Strix. They don't have dual BIOSes. But generally, the higher end 5700 XTs, Power Color Red Devils, Sapphires, they all have the dual BIOS. Okay, going along, number 14. For those that have problems with higher memory temperatures, there is a possibility of lowering your MVVD, which is the memory voltage, from stock 1350 millivolts to around 1320, maybe to 1335, maybe even lower, depending on how good and bad your memory is. Again, Silicon Lottery. Lowering the memory voltage can cause instability, invalid shares, and so on and so forth. This process can be done using the AMD More Power tool or the AMD Mem Tweaker on Windows, or if you're on Linux based such as Hive OS or MMPOS, it can be done using their Web GUI controls for controlling various voltages. So thank you to Garrett and Crypto Peasant on this one. Forgot to put Crypto Peasant on here. As I've also been testing these settings in Hive OS, and I've been getting random results. My cards are really not very good. I don't think I have good Silicon Lottery on these, but I'll have another video on that testing these settings. But you guys should test these as well. Let me know down below. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think about all of these different things here. And I also want to touch on, finally, buying 5700s right now. It's like buying Bitcoin at 20K. Right now, everyone's FOMOing into buying GPUs, and I get it. Crypto mining is very, it's very profitable right now, right? But how long is that going to last, okay? People that are getting in right now, sure, it may look like, the profits are nice as of right now. But for all we know, in the next week, in the next month or so, those profits could be wiped out. And that could be because obviously the crypto market going down, prices are going down, and the network difficulties, the networks, people are still mining. Thus, the profitability is going to be pretty much nothing. But it just depends. And I just want to show you guys the prices of 5700s right now have been going up. So if we look at the PC Part Picker, the GPU price trends, you can see here over the last, I would say half or 1 year, the 5700, RX 5700s, definitely back in June, the prices of them have gone up, okay? And similar with the 5700 XTs, they have also gone up, but not as much as the 5700s. But as we know, the 5700s are now end of life, but generally people should be buying the 5700 XTs now if you want to get into mining. But do your own research, not financial advice. You guys can see the prices here. And yeah, I've been following, the prices of these. I've been wanting to buy more myself, but it's been pretty hard to buy these, as I know that the prices in the past 6 to 8, 9 months were much cheaper then. And now that, cryptocurrency and Bitcoin and Ethereum is higher in price, it's obviously boosted up these prices because of that. And yeah, anyways, guys, let me know what you think. I will have another video soon, changing the thermal pads on my Asus Evo Duals. I bought these Thermal Grizzly minus pads. So yeah, let me know down below what you guys think about that. I'll have a video about that later on. But anyways, guys, that was probably a lot of information in this video. If you stayed this long, thank you for watching. But yeah, let me know what you think. I appreciate you all, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Link in the description for this document. And if you guys have anything to add, in the comments below. All right, have a good one, guys, and peace out.